Camp Nou is following a schedule, and this week, for the first time in a long time, that schedule is beginning to feel truly believable. The third tier is now structurally complete. The lateral sections are expected to open by late September, while the full 105,000 capacity is still targeted for spring 2027. Those timelines have existed on paper for months, but now the difference is what you can actually see happening on site. The compression ring is advancing faster than expected, and one of the biggest highlights inside the stadium right now is definitely the decorative lamas, with installation work now getting closer than ever. For the first time, the structure itself is starting to match the timeline. Let's see how close they really are. Before we walk around the site, here's the bigger picture, because everything happening on these construction walls directly connects to when fans will finally return. The third tier is now structurally complete, marking the end of the most complex phase of the entire renovation. Right now, Camp Nou holds around 62,500 spectators. By late September 2026, the lateral sections are expected to reopen first, increasing capacity to around 70,000. By the end of 2026, the Tribuna section should follow, pushing the stadium close to 80,000 fans. Then, in spring 2027, the sections behind both goals are expected to finish the picture, bringing Camp Nou to its full planned capacity of 105,000. But even after that, one massive task will still remain: the roof. And when that phase begins, Barcelona will almost certainly need to leave Camp Nou temporarily, possibly returning to Montjuic. The club estimates around 4 months away from the stadium, while other reports suggest the process could last between 6 and 8 months. The most surprising figure on site right now? They're approaching 25 installed compression ring segments, much faster than anyone expected. One of the biggest visible changes from outside the stadium is that workers have now started removing some of the temporary support structures beneath the installed sections. That's a very important sign because it shows that certain parts of the structure are now stable enough to support themselves. While the support frames near the pillars are still in place, the temporary supports beneath the flanges are gradually being removed and relocated to other active construction zones. It's another clear indication that the roof construction process is continuing to move forward as the compression ring steadily expands around the stadium. The second tier continues progressing through its interior construction phase with major work focused on structural finishes and internal divisions. Workers are actively building walls for corridors, service areas, and facility zones such as restrooms and hospitality sections. While the exterior structure is mostly in place, the interior of the second tier is still undergoing detailed finishing work, preparing it for full functional use in the next stages. Moving now to the south goal, where some interesting progress is continuing around the structural sections. Workers on elevated platforms are preparing one of the remaining beam connection points, getting the area ready for the final joint installation still missing in this spot. At the same time, the anchoring system for the future facade lamas has moved forward very quickly, with almost the entire sector now looking fully prepared for the next installation phase. A few finishing paint touch-ups are still pending on the rear beams, while this area itself still hasn't seen any new llama installations in recent weeks. One of the biggest highlights inside the stadium is definitely the decorative lamas. Seeing them from close range completely changes the perspective. The finish, the colors, and the overall design look absolutely stunning in person. Many people previously wondered whether the facade would leave too much of the interior visible from outside, but now it's clear that the final effect will be spectacular. With these continuous llama sections now connecting different parts of the stadium, the project is starting to look truly unique and world-class. Moving now to the corner zone, where the diamond structure has advanced quickly in a short time. A significant amount of rebar has already been installed, and in some areas the first formwork panels are now in place, showing this section is starting to take shape after being inactive for a while. Just a few days ago, work here was still uncertain, but now the progress is clearly visible, with different parts of the structure developing. At the same time, compression ring activity continues strongly, with heavy components like radial beams and pillars being lifted almost every day. And speaking of llamas, the first panels are already visible behind the crane tower in this corner zone, confirming this section is entering the facade phase after weeks of preparation with guides and anchors. Additional deliveries are also arriving on site as more llamas are prepared for nearby installation. And now we can see the concrete pump positioned on the upper section of the diamond, where concrete works are currently in progress. The material is being poured and spread with the help of workers, who are carefully placing it into position as this stepped structure continues to take shape. From here, we can also notice ongoing activity in the upper area, although visibility is partially blocked by surrounding stadium elements. In the outer section, several supports are still missing, especially the vertical connections hanging from the main black beams. Down below, a large number of sandwich panels are stacked and ready on site, most likely prepared for installation in the remaining core areas that are still open. Everything suggests these materials will be used in the next phases of enclosure work. And with that, we continue our walk towards the tribune area to keep following the progress. Over in the Tribuna section, crews are now installing the connecting joints for the vertical llama supports. The left side is currently further ahead, while the right side is still catching up. Near the diamond zone, a trailer loaded with additional vertical support pieces is already parked and ready for the next phase. Meanwhile, the diamond itself is approaching completion in terms of its glass panel profile installation. One crew remains elevated on a lift, finishing the upper edges, while another small connecting piece was recently lifted into place near the escalator area beside the alveolar panels. At this point, the work has shifted more toward detail finishing, which is usually a very positive sign for overall progress. Inside the North Gal false ceiling area, workers continue focusing on alignment work, painting operations, and final adjustments to the support system before lamella installation begins. Several lifting platforms remain active throughout the sector while exposed bolts and beam sections continue receiving protective black coating. Interior activity also remains intense beneath the cantilever where crews are performing finishing work between structural beams and slab sections. And finally, let's now take a look at the new Camp Nou press room, where major progress is currently taking place. The space is being concreted with the floor and surface works pushing forward consistently and giving the room its foundational base. And alongside the concreting works, the crews are connecting a large volume of cables throughout the press room to provide the communications and broadcasting infrastructure for the hundreds of journalists who are going to be sitting in that room asking our coach and our players questions after every single match. And when I say hundreds of journalists, I mean that literally. The new Camp Nou press room is going to be one of the most comprehensively equipped and most generously provisioned media facilities of any football stadium in the entire world. Think about what it means to wire a press room for hundreds of journalists in a modern digital broadcast-ready environment. Every single seat needs data connectivity. Every position needs power. The broadcast infrastructure needs to be able to support simultaneous transmissions to media outlets all around the world. Television channels, radio stations, online platforms, newspapers, and magazines. The technical demands of a press room of this scale and this importance are genuinely enormous. And the wiring works that are currently underway in that space reflect exactly that complexity. So that's the latest situation at Camp Nou. And it clearly shows the balance between major progress and the challenges that still remain. From the rapid advancement of the compression ring, to the highly visible progress on the decorative lamas, and the ongoing interior work across multiple zones. The stadium is steadily moving into one of its most important phases, but at the same time, delays in key interior areas and the remaining roof phase remind us that this project is still far from finished. Step by step, structure by structure, Camp Nou is transforming into something completely new, and the coming updates could be even more decisive. If you want to stay updated with every major development, make sure to subscribe, because the story of the new Camp Nou is still being written.